My name is Sean McGrath. I'm the founder of WideAwakeNews.com and a host on the Rinse Radio Network. And here's something you need to know about the continuing violence inside of Ukraine. 1,000 plus people have died. So it's as large of a death toll as we've seen inside what's going on with Gaza and Israel right now. We're being told that it's nothing more than Putin fomenting violence inside of eastern Ukraine, supporting these separatists. What you need to know, maybe something you didn't know about it, is the fact that our government spent $5 billion of our taxpayer dollars with National Endowment for Democracy and USAID and 60 plus programs, according to Dennis Kucinich, to destabilize and topple the government. In fact, one could say a coup occurred inside of Ukraine, inside of Kiev, to give us this current Poroshenko government. But did you know that as the battle rages on inside of eastern Ukraine, you have Ukrainian troops cordoning off and protecting an area so a company called Burisma can get in there and start to develop the potential gas profits available in eastern Ukraine through fracking. Now, Czech Republic, Netherlands, France, and Germany have all banned fracking. And the process that Burisma would have to use in normal circumstances in a time of peace might last a decade for them to go through jump through all the hoops and go through all the protest and answer all the questions in order to develop a shale field. But they can do it real simply within months inside of a complete war zone, which eastern Ukraine has become. Now, to think that this is a cause for the conflict inside of Eastern Europe would be to think, looking outside of the headlines of the day. And it would be you waking up to the fact that everything isn't as it seems. But to make this even more interesting and more bizarre and to be more incestuous than it already is, you have Hunter Biden, the vice president's son, who sits on the board of Burisma. Burisma, who is congratulating the U.S. Senate as they consider passage of Bill 2277, which is pushing USAID to develop the energy resources inside of eastern Ukraine. With the crash of the Malaysian jet, Putin and Russia has become the enemy, but we need to realize that everything that we're fed through the establishment media is always done to push forward an agenda. And when you look at the rest of Europe, and when you look at the dependence on Russia, and you look at the difficulty it is to develop these energy fields, it's very, very convenient that Hunter Biden, the vice president's son, happens to sit on a board of a company that happens to have the protection of the Ukraine military to develop right here and right now energy resources inside of an embattled civil war area inside of eastern Ukraine. It is more than just circumstance. It is the true reality. Nothing is what it seems by the establishment media. We do really need to learn for ourselves, blow through the headlines, take everything you hear with a grain of salt, and dig into it for yourself to find the truth. Stories are attached. That's all I got.